But you know, these difficult questions, who creates the difficult? Who actually challenges everything that you do? One organisation I came across has humble ones, where everything can be challenged. And top management goes around and actually asks people to ask them difficult questions, to challenge everything they do. That's quite. That takes a bit of courage, doesn't it? And so this is certainly a big question. And where are the new leaders going to come from if they don't look like the ones we've got at present? Yeah. One of the things that's coming across very clearly from a number of pieces of research is that the way that we've defined leadership in the past and the kind of person we've been looking for as a leader in the past probably isn't what we're going to need in a networked, more diffuse organisation, where actually you can't do anything through command and control. You have to do everything through influence. That's much so. The nature of leadership is changing. Where we're going to come from if what we're doing is promoting people like we've always done. One HR director said to me, "Our leadership competencies, and on which we're basing the selection of all the people, all our leaders, were created 15 years ago on the basis of interviews with the 20 to 50 most senior people in the organisation at that time. They all happen to be male, middle-aged, probably balding as well, from the same educational background." And she says, "Is it any wonder that the leaders who are waiting to move into moved into their shoes are very similar, and that she was the only female in the top 20? Hardly surprising at all." And so, in a coaching culture, a coaching leadership culture, what we're doing is constantly questioning what is the nature of leadership. What does leadership look like now and in our foreseeable future? What can we do to make sure that tomorrow's leaders are actually different from today's? And I think that's really challenging, because if you're the guy at the top, and usually he's a guy, for you to be able to say, actually, the leader tomorrow is going to be somebody who's radically different from me, and I've got to make sure that that person gets into that role. That's a very different conversation from the conversation that we have mostly now. Would you agree with that? And part of the role of HR is to make sure that conversation happens.